Okay. Okay, everything seems to be good. Okay, so where where we already checked well the extension of Revit. We saw that you can make calculations. You can make. You have to keep in mind that BIM state of mind, where you not only are drawing or putting elements into your model, you are putting
Yeah.
information. We saw the tags and how they worked. The difference between architectural, map, and structural. We have reviewed the templates and families. Well, the basic
Got it.
concept, and we will put our hands into the model. First, I would like you to type KS. Can you type in your KS? You
Got
will
it.
see a window. Just click cancel.
KS, right?
KS. Okay. These are
Got
the keyword shortcuts. So if this is a very good advice, if you want to look professional, you have to learn these keywords because first it saves you a lot of time. You won't be. Let me take out my mouse. You won't be. You usually you'll waste a lot of time by looking where is this tool, where is this command, and you can save these configurations and put it in your workstation, for example. You will get used to it, but I strongly recommend that you learn these shortcuts and use it because also when you are modeling where you are working, it gives you that professional look that you know what are you doing.
got it.
It's very important. So
Yeah, and some command is like you have to repeat and repeat and repeat like a lot of times. So could
yes,
be easy to use that, right?
yes, you will be getting used to it as you start modeling. So I recommend you to always use keyboard shortcuts.
Do
Okay.
you have your configuration already set up for your
Yes, yes.
nice?
But I will prefer you to learn these ones because they
Got it.
are very intuitive. Because modify it's MD. It's like the abbreviation of the command.
Got it.
When I was when I was working with my dad Fernando, we use another type of language, and it was it was a bad decision because we we had to remind, but I prefer to let the things as it
To
is.
keep down, yeah. And one question, Sergio, when you were typing, where did you see where you are where is the write it down? You know, like in AutoCAD, sorry, you see like a panel, like when you are typing, you can see where you're typing. When I
Yes.
type in Revit, where I can see that because
Yes.
right now you say press KS, but I didn't see if.
No, you don't have that command key bar. It's it's always present. You can just
That's
type,
it.
and it will appear.
Nice. Yeah, at some point it was a little annoying this barring AutoCAD sometimes because you can see some stuff. But gotcha. That's good
Okay.
to know.
Uh, yes, it's better this way. Okay. So first, now I'm going to talk about this part of the Revit. First, you have the properties. The properties gather a lot of information regarding the element. For example, we are here at the floor plan, so you will see the properties of the floor plan, like the scale, the visibility graphics applied. Now you will see that some of these options are grayed out. That's because we have a view template. It's very important to remember this because sometimes won't be able to change the scale. You won't be able to change the type of visibility graphic or detail level. So In order to modify this, you have to change the view template to none. When view template is none, you will see that all these options are now available for you to specify them or change them. So
Got it.
that's very important. For each element, you will see different type of properties. Here we see the floor plan, as I was telling you. We have the graphics properties, the underlay, and the extents. Crop views, for example, when you're working with AutoCAD, you know how to use viewports, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Here is the same. When you click on crop view, the crop view will be activated, but you will not see it. You have to click these two and hit apply in order to see the crop view. This is very
Nice.
similar to a viewport in AutoCAD
Okay,
because
but we call here crop view, right?
yes, the crop view is the same as viewport.
Super. Nice.
When you apply a crop view, you can specify what area of the floor plan you're going to see. This uh, this configuration will only be applied to this floor plan.
Okay,
And when you put it in your siege, it will gather all this area.
okay.
Okay. After that, we see the view range. The view range is like how do I explain this? Can you see my camera?
Yeah.
Okay, the view range it's a very important concept because we in floor plan we are working in 2D, right? It's
Okay.
like we are watching from upside down. The
Okay.
view range determines uh, the level, the deepness of your view. So it's very important. Is if you want to see the elements that are beside below this first floor, for example, you have to you can play with the view range.
Okay.
I,
Okay. It's like, yeah, you can see from the east, west, north view. Like,
no, it's just in the y-axis, the vertical
okay.
axis. So this is a very tricky concept. I'm going to explain it later. But here you can play with the top view. That means where your head is located. The
Okay.
cut plane. It's here you can see you can always click here in the view range to show. You will have
It's
this.
like a section, right? Like we call sections too. Like you can see the section of the whatever you
Yes,
need.
yes. Here it's very explained, but personally it takes some time to understand this tool because it's for me it was kind of difficult to understand. The cut plane, for example, it's where the cut is going to be making. For
Got it.
example, this furniture will not be we will not be seeing it because the cut plane here it goes in the middle.
Okay.
The range bottom sees where we can see complete elements, and the depth range here in this depth range some elements are shown and some others are not. Furnitures are not shown. You will only see elements like concrete, like floors and walls. If
Okay.
you want to
Got it.
see, for example, a pipe, you won't be able to see it here. You
Mm-hmm.
will only see a pipe from this point to up. So it's very important to know that. I will explain this later because
Yeah, yeah.
I just
But
wanted to mention.
I barely understand. Yeah.
Yes.
Um, what is the point? Hmm.
Then we have the scope box. The scope box it's like it's very similar to the crop view, but it only it's applied to certain elements like grids or levels.
Okay.
So you want to see, for example, you in let's imagine that we are in the second floor and we have a grid here that it's on the first floor.
Mm-hmm.
We can create a scope box and we will be able to see the grid from the floor below. It's very similar.
Okay.
You will see it. Then finally we have the identity data. It's like here is information like the view template that we checked earlier and the view name. Then we have the facing. Facing are it's like a line of time. For example, let's imagine that we have an hospital and we are building a new building beside the hospital. So we will have a phase that it's before the construction and after the construction.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, yeah, it's good too. It's very useful in order to see. You can also modify this so you can see the advance. For example, we
Got
are
it.
managing a project and we want to check the 75% of the project of the construction overall process. So we can specify here, and we will only be seeing the 75% of the building.
Got it.
Okay, so let's
It's
go.
curious. It is in Spanish. Did you say
Yes.
that part? It say face filter say mostrar todo. Like it's in Spanish.
Yeah, it's in Spanish. This is because this project was originally in Spanish,
Oh wow, gotcha, gotcha.
and some inputs are obviously in Spanish.
Nice.
Okay, now okay, we have the control. We have properties. Let me see your project browser. I forgot where is it. Just
It's
give me
here.
this.
Look, it's here, right?
Can you open your project browser? Yes. Uh, here's an advice. It's better to have this in two views.
The right side, right?
Yes. Can you
You
put it?
can
Can you split
you
it?
can you can pin there. Let me check. Yeah, got it.
Okay. Let's. It's very. It's a standard to have the project browser on the right side of the view.
Nice.
Okay. Can you put it? Can you put the project browser here and the properties on the right?
Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha. Let me move it down here again, and let me get the properties here. Oh, oh,
It's upside down.
I don't know. It's weird. Like,
Okay. There we go. Perfect.
okay, that's property, but browser,
On the right.
but it can pin in here.
Oh, it's here.
There, got it.
Okay. Uh, this is very useful because you will get used to the workflow to see
Okay,
things here, and this is the best distribution type. Okay, so now we have the project browser. I think you are familiar with it, but I'm going to give a little explanation. Um, Revit, in this part of the software, it will divide all the views based on certain types of organization. For example, if we want to check the browser organization, we will see you can create an organization type. Here is the name with todo. You will see that all the floor plans are here. That's It doesn't matter if one is first floor, second floor, third floor. Is gonna be divided into types. So all your floor plans are gonna be there. The same applies to the ceiling plans, 3D view, elevations, and sections. No. So this is very important. The elevations, well, as the name suggests, it's a view from the east side of the building. This is
That's
an
amazing.
Yes, this is an important part because here you will be able to see all the different elevation that the project has. These elevations are visible in each and one of these elevation views. So you will see here in this project they have a different type of annotation for this elevation. It's like a triangle. Usually
Yeah.
Revit uses a circle
Uh
for
huh.
elevation.
Yeah.
So here you can see the all the levels in a building. Sections are created. We only have one section, or like cuts. We have
Nice.
when you create and see and here you can see again the philosophy of Revit. When you create a section, it will create both the annotation symbol and the view.
Okay.
For What about if we create a section type KS? We're going to see which is the command or the shortcut. In the search, type section.
Exception.
Section. Okay. A
Here,
section,
right?
it doesn't have a shortcut, so you can assign one to it. I personally, in my shortcut configuration, I type Control Alt and S.
Control Alt
S.
S. Nice.
When you click assign, it will assign this type of this shortcut to that to this command. So click OK. Okay. So what about if we play with sections? Can you create a section, whatever you want?
Nice. Sure. Let me check here. Okay. Let me use this one. Let's see. We want to check how look. What is that?
Oh, this is it's your laptop configurations.
Yeah.
You can change. You can change. It seems that it might be okay. You already created. You created. Now you are seeing a section. Do you see the dotted line?
Down.
Yeah, you can flip it. Flip it, and that dotted line,
Okay.
it's the profoundness and wideness
Yeah.
of
Okay.
the
But
section.
how I can rotate? Because for example, I wanna do like horizontal, or that is not possible.
You have to pick. You can you see the arrows in the middle of the that dotted line? Yes.
That one.
Yes. Click and drag it.
I mean, but these sections here, can I do that one? Can I put horizontal?
Yes, you can modify. You have two sections in the view, and you
Okay, here.
yes. Here is a give me the control. I'm going to explain an
Got it.
important concept. Can you see this dot?
Uh huh.
This shows how uh, how long is gonna be the annotation symbol.
Nice.
But we can see here that this dotted line is that it
Like the
shows,
range,
yeah, the
right?
range,
It's
the
like
range.
the view that you're gonna show, right?
Yes, so it's both are independent. You can specify here how much of this part of the building you want to see, and the length of the annotation symbol. I'm going to see the whole view.
Got it. Give me a moment, Sergio. I'll be back.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so we check here that one thing it's the annotation. Um, okay, okay. So when you create a section, well, let's close this. Okay, let's create one again. You can see here that I'm going to erase this section, but as I was telling you, it's not just the annotation symbol, it also creates a view. So Revit is asking me,
Okay.
you want I am deleting this section, and Revit is asking me, do you want also to erase this detail view? This detail view is going to be deleted. I'm going to type okay, I want to delete both. So let's create another section. Another way to create an element, you don't always have to go to the tools to create an element in Revit. You can also click it, make the second click, and click here in create similar. So it's going to create a similar instance. For example, let's create another section,
Okay.
and you see here that it created me another section.
Yeah, immediately. Yeah, you
Yes,
have another.
yes, I created another section. So if I go to this, you'll see that
That's nice. Yeah, look at that.
it shows me all the information. I already have the levels. I already have another section because we have an intersection here of sections, and it's showing me.
Yeah.
You know?
One question, only for to know. You can modify your drawing, your project by section view. I mean, you can move the door up and down, whatever thing from your section view,
Yes.
or it's only from this top view from
No,
the floor plan.
it's it's completely integrated. So if you want make a change here, it will be it's like you change in every view. It's like
Got
you're
it.
working in a real building. Let's see how this works. Can you make click in tile views in the
Um,
ribbon on the right? On the right.
Here
No. Yes, in the ribbon, go up, up, up. Yes,
at
tile views. Yes,
ribbon.
yes. Here,
Gotcha.
click. Make a click there.
Sorry,
Tile
it's
views.
title view.
This is very useful in Revit because you can work, and this is a very the
You
best
can
tip.
play, yeah, with the
Yes,
both
you can
view.
play it. It's very useful. We're going to modify later piping or conduits that both are very similar, but you have to get used to it. You have to get to used to work in two views, even three views, because it's very helpful to see
Got
what
it.
you are doing. For example, if let's regarding the question that you made before, let's see. Can you see here that I select this sink, right? And I have
Yeah,
the same item selected here in this view. If I go into this
exactly.
view,
Yeah,
if I want to lift it up, I won't be seeing any change here because I am working on a vertical axis. But what about
mm-hmm.
if I go here? I can't see any change neither. So let's see in a 3D view. I select this icon is the default 3D view. This 3D view it's obviously a view that you will see the whole building, but also you can create different types of views. So can you go to the project browser where 3D is selected.
Okay, here.
Yes, second click, type escape because you are changing the name.
Okay.
Second, and duplicate view. Here you have two options. You can duplicate as it is. You can duplicate in an standard way. You can also duplicate with detailing.
Okay.
That means that if you have some filters, some changes applied to that view, if you click on duplicate with detailing, it will copy also that configurations. Just put duplicate, make a click, and you will see that automatically creates a new view, but it attach the name, the words copy one.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to close this, and we're going to work with this. Revit also have uh, some tools in order to work with the 3D view. Here, for example, we see that I have a sink selected. In my 3D view, I can see it because I can't see it pretty well because I see all the other elements. I am checking the floor, the roof, but when I spin it, I see I see the walls.
Yeah, some walls. Yeah.
Yes. This command section box or BX, can you see there are the letters BX?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the shortcut. Type BX.
Got it. BX.
You have to select first. Select the sink in your section view. In this part,
Here.
yes, in this part,
Okay.
select the sink. Now go to your 3D view. When I say go to the 3D view, I mean to type the this part.
Okay.
So by doing that, you will be keeping the sink selected, but this view will be your active view. Type
Okay.
type BX. Now you have a 3D view of that sink in that is cropped.
Specific,
Yeah,
right?
specific. Yes. You can. This is the view cube. As you can see, you can play with the angle. You can also select how you want to see this sink. You want to see a front view, and a 45 degrees view, a left view, an isometric view. And this is very important because when we will be working with pipes, sometimes you may know that you have it's very difficult to know which pipe are you working with.
Yeah.
But by working, I suggest you to work in this type of organization because you will be seeing the same element in three views. So it's more easy to see what changes are being making. For example,
Nice.
go to your floor plan, the one that says planta baja. You have to select. You have to select here. Remember that in order to make it your active view. Okay, select now the sink. Okay, now move it from, I don't know. What about below? Move it down.
Um, how I can do that? I have to press move or something.
In your keyboard, the down. Do you have arrows up, down, left,
Gotcha.
right?
Gotcha, like that.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And you see that the whole project is integrated. Each view works with the whole model. So if you make a change in a view, you have to keep in mind that you are actually moving that
Yeah, you're
element
moving on.
in all your views.
Got it. And for sure this software is so smart, so the software is not allow you to put in, for example, in the middle of the nothing, right? Has to be attached to the wall always.
That's a very important concept. I'm going to. Can you see my camera?
Yeah.
As I was explaining, Revit works with families. For example, a sink. When you create a family of sinks, it has to be attached to a floor or to a wall. It's not possible for a sink to be floating, right? We don't have
Exactly. Because yeah,
technology
actually
yet.
I'm trying to move into the middle. I know like it's not
Yeah,
like
you.
any sense,
It's like
but
it's stick it to the wall. You only can
gosh,
move it, but it's always gonna be stick it to the wall, right? That's because this toilet can be created in a type of family that will always be stick it to a wall. So it's like
nice. And how you move vertical? Like you move like up and down.
okay. So that's a very good question. Go. What does your instinct says? That you have to go to a
Um,
view where the only axes are vertical. So you have to go to your section view
nice. So that's main my section view, which is
in
here,
section.
right?
Yes, move it,
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
move it. It's very important to keep in mind that you will always have
It's not
to.
like exactly.
Yes, it's
You
not.
have to go to the right view to move it in the way that you have.
Yes, because when I was first working with Revit, I believed that you can have a toilet or an element like floating, but it doesn't work that way. Certain elements like sinks, toilets, windows, doors are created on a template that always will require a wall or a surface to be attached on. So
Got it.
always keep that in mind. Okay, that's how you move things. That's how Revit works. So
Sergio, another question.
yes.
How I know like we press, let me press escape. Okay, we press tile view, but how we got this configuration? Like this is here, the another is
Ah,
here.
okay,
Is when you start to open everything, or can we repeat that part?
okay. You can have just one view.
Okay,
This is tab view, so it's going to show only one view. And tile view will divide it. But what about if I want to change the order? I got to click here and press again tile views. So it's
and
going
you
to
change the
rotate.
order.
Yes, play with it. Play change until you get to a configuration that you will be comfortable with.
Got it. Let's see.
It's not changing because you are not selecting a different active view.
Okay, let's see. I wanna see. Okay,
Yes.
let's see. I wanna see that one there.
No, no, no.
Sorry.
The tile views. Yes. Now select the 3D copy and click again tile view.
That's nice. And tile view is gonna show me as many view I already open, right? I mean, if
Yes.
I open like another north, yeah, north section, south section, it's gonna show me everything, or I can choose, for example, if I already have 5 views open, can I only see 3, or I have to delete the this both? For example, it's only a question.
Okay. Let's suppose that you have 5 views and you only want to work with.
Yeah, let's see. For example, if I open west,
Just hit
but I
cancel.
can
We're not going to save.
cancel it. Okay,
Each
okay. Oh, it's only 3 view
yes,
here.
you have one, two, three, four. You have 4 views. Three of them are in tile view specifications, and you have one hidden here. So yes, you can do that. But keep in mind that if you hit tile views, it will show you four. You understand?
Oh,
You can open
gotcha.
here. Let's open the south view. It's gonna be the same. But if you hit tile views, it will it will create. Now I have five views. Usually,
Okay, but I have to double click first. I have to double click the section, the view, or whatever, and then I have to go to tile views, right?
yes, yes.
Got it.
When you hit tile views, it's going to divide them. Usually,
And then
yes,
how I can close? Ah, okay, so that's here. Like you can close it,
you
you
can
don't need
close it.
it anymore.
Yes, you can close it, and it will go back to a more.
I think that is very important when you are working in that modeling of the pipe or as well, because yeah, you need to see the exception, you need to see the floor plans, and for sure the 3D view. Now another question: this 3D view, you can get like a big range of the view, or is only specific for that element that you are select when you hit B ads.
When you what does the bx command makes? It creates it's like a it makes a like a viewport that will only
Hmm.
show that element. You see, if I
Got it.
have a pipe that it's let's say that we have a 10-meter pipe that goes all along the building. If I select the whole pipe and I type bx, it's gonna create me a long view of that specific pipe.
Nice.
But I can also modify this view, this 3D view, to show me the whole building,
In
but
3D.
yeah, in 3D. But
Nice.
if I type bx, it's going to cut it. It's like a cake. It's going to slice the view into a more specific view. So it's very useful.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, it's more like a specific for where you um designing or calculating for a specific. Now, BX command could be work for two elements at the same time, or three or four elements at the same time.
I know it's what do you mean elements? If you select four elements, for example, okay,
Exactly. Let's see the I mean the toilet and the sink and the stuff are together. I'm
yes,
pretty close.
yeah,
If I
yes.
press, is I hit. Okay.
Let's see it. I'm gonna go to this floor plan. I'm going to close this close inactive is going to close all the views that you are not using.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go to I'm gonna open an 3D view, and I'm going to see it in a floor plan, so we can make the exercise that you're talking about. So in this view, I only have a sink. So let's suppose select two elements that you want to see in a VX,
Nice. Let me check. Let's see. I want to see this.
and another that the one that is very far, very far.
I have to press Control to keep in
Yes, yes,
a simultaneous. Okay. Let's see this, and this.
yes. Now type
I know that's the
VX.
same, right?
Yes, type VX to see what happens. But first, okay. You see that you have now two 3D views, right?
Got it.
That's because for this 3D view is gonna be the default view for all the
Okay.
3D related actions that you will have.
Okay. That's
Uh,
my exactly. That's
yes.
my.
Let's suppose that I want to have this 3D view to show the whole building. I can uncheck here the section box option. So what is going to see is gonna not eliminate, but it's going to deactivate the section box, so I will be
Mm-hmm.
able to see the whole 3D view project.
Got it.
So let's go back to the exercise. Let's suppose that we have this, and this. I had to go first to my view. I can see here that I still have multiple families selected. I have three plumbing fixture elements selected. I can go here to my 3D view and type BX, and you will see that I can that a section box has been created for my three elements.
That is amazing,
This
really.
is amazing because let's suppose that here I have one toilet that is connected. This toilet and this sink are connected. I can go to my view and type BX. It's going to show me.
Are you
You
gonna,
see, it's selected. This is one of the most important tools because when I work with Revit, I like to have my vision very complete to see what I am doing. So you can
mm-hmm.
see here that it's a very useful tool. So also you can modify here your section view. You can modify. You can cut it. You can enhance the range. You can also work with these visibility graphics. You can change to a wireframe visibility option, hidden lines. You can also work with realistic, but that's gonna cause to the
Yeah, it's
load to
gonna
be
run a little slow.
low.
Sergio,
Yes.
another question. When I'm in 3D view, and let's see, I already tag the space. Let's see, that is calling bathroom one. If I'm working in the 3D view, this information is gonna show in the 3D view. For example, it's gonna say bathroom one, or in 3D view you don't see
In bathroom,
the tag.
you don't see. You can see the attached CAD drawings on the floor, but you won't see. You won't be able to see certain annotation elements. For example, here I have this tag, right?
Exactly.
But I am not seeing. I can't see
Nice.
it here. That's because the 3D view only shows you 3D elements. If you
And
want
no
to,
space. Okay.
yes, but it's not possible to
And how you for example, I'm working here and the engineer come to me and say, "Hey, what is this space where you're showing here? How he can recognize this space if I don't tell him for sure? Because if he asking me, I'm gonna say, but if he see that space, how he can recognize what is this space? He has to figure it out.
yes. Well, you can import an grids to check in which grid are. Also, you can see here the in the properties. For example, this toilet. If you make click on it, I want to see. Let's say I have a building of 40 stories. I can see here that this toilet is attached to this planta baja level. So that,
Nice.
but if you
That's
want
the
to,
answer. Yeah.
you can also annotate and create a text that says, for example, it's the third floor.
Okay, that is possible. Good.
Yes. So, but keep in mind that you can create an annotation that is going to stick. Can you see that if I turn around, it's beginning to eat the letters.
Yeah.
You can make annotations here, but if you change to this view, for example, you will see that there is an like an space, like a dimension that has been created. You know that Revit really works in 3D view because you have dimensions. So you can add text to a view.
Nice.
It's very. We recommend that you create, if you want to work, you create an 3D view that's only yours, so you can make any change you want. Also, you can
Okay.
duplicate here. For example, is gonna we are going to have a 3D view that's only